I might not be around for the full tenure, but hey, let's have some fun. So, you might notice something different about FORL this season, and that is that basically it's an esports league now and it's fun. I'm going to try and be completely unbalanced, but I am part of the ERL, so, you know, ERL in here, good luck to you. And also good luck to everybody else. So, sounds like beautiful, beautiful fun then. So, I don't know how this is going to work, but yeah, I've not really been told, to be honest, much other than to just talk about racing. That's what I'm going to do. So we're at Brazil, a very, very nice circuit indeed. Scenes of many, many classic races. Also the scene where Ayrton Senna was already passed out. And the scenes of 2008, which I'm still salty about, don't at me. Hamilton's not the true champion. So, I also don't really know whose team would what. So, let me go to the tyre specifically. I believe this is Sync Quanta. All I'm going to say is like what I think they're representing. I'm not really going to be good with very good teammates. So I'm just going to call it as if everybody's racing for themselves. That fair? I wasn't told any teams. So Sync Quanta is about to begin his flying lap. He's the first driver out on the circuit, or at least I can find anyway. They come for the first chicane, nice and clean. I am aware of Sync Quanta. He's a very decent driver. I think he's pretty high up in the actual sync standing. 16.6 in the first sector. Down to turn 4 now. Pretty calm. Bit out of the curb. Oh, he's out. Oh, dearie me. Well, how many corners did he last then? That is not good for Sync. They've already lost the car. To be fair, probably shouldn't be surprised. BNG Sorted, then we'll move on to him. He's currently sat P8. Obviously, question just going to be Nomad off the circuit. What's he going to do with it? Dad turn with the last session here. I believe this is 6 and 7 now. Anyway. Calm. Very, very calm. Slowly here. Misses the apex a little bit. Somehow brings the car back in there nicely. But a calm lap from BNG Sorted from what I've seen of it anyway. 51.7. That's a good middle sector time. This should bring him possibly an early 8, maybe a late 7. But we're going to see when he crosses the line. So there he hits his nations cross the line. He's the first one to that lap. 1 minute 8.1. BMG Sorted 1 minute 8.3 to go second fastest. Birel Peron there 1 minute 7.6. That's why to get himself on the mark. Errol Kiber that goes 5th. With BMG Colenso 4th. Here we go. They're coming in quick fast. Eke goes fastest on a 1 minute 7.680. I'm like 90% sure he's representing ESOR. I think Tom, he's just about to start a lap. Errol Matti. Just beautiful, beautiful livery. Through the S, he's got BD Sorely going slowly in front of him. Sorely does pull off the racing line there. Matty gets a bit of understeer. A lot of understeer actually. AD Kowalski goes 3rd fastest. I don't know who he's representing. It could be literally anybody. 13 drivers, so clearly maybe a team hasn't shown up or a couple of drivers. Oh well, that's all fine. It's a pretty scruffy lap here from Matty. It's a 52.6 in the middle sector. It's not really what the Aeroman would have been looking for today. But we will see. I guess it keeps it outside, so it's clearly he's not happy with this lap. A 1 minute 9.5. He's only slower than Aero Chimera on 1 minute 9 flat. Is Danny. He's just out on track now. He's on the medium tyres. VRL. Yeah, totally VRL. XR. I'm not even going to attempt that. I'm just going to say XR. Syncom goes fastest. 1 minute 7.3 already. We are in the low 7s. Right, XR. Looking at it, I think he's a Liverpool fan. At that point, I can't say that. I don't know what I was going to say. That's me off camera. And now for turn 4. It's got a slow car in front. A lot of those are very, very nice. I'll give the teams that. They've really made the deliveries look special. So, congratulations. Been a solid lap so far from Virgil Dimk. I think it's supposed to be a player of Virgil Van Dijk, but I don't know. Keeping offline there. Number 95. I'm going to see what's that was. I think it might be one of the BMG cars. Might not have been, I don't know. So come down the pit straight now. DRS wide open. He doesn't pull into pits like he was originally. Gives it left. It's a solid lap. It's 1 minute 7.8. Fourth fastest. So currently, the fastest we have Sync Tom. Representing Sync Motorsport. Eke in second, ESOR. Third BRL Perondi. Started lap in 1 minute 7.6. And drivers always headed back out. XR Virgil Damp just gone fourth fastest. Fifth Sync Repulsion. Sixth ADT Kowalski is just meant them back out of track now. 7th BMG Nomad, 8th Sync Nations, 9th BMG Colenso, must be one of the BMG cars then, as I thought it was. BMG Sully in 10th currently, Aero Mirror in 9th, sorry, Aero Kimura in 11th, sorry, what am I talking about? I'm tired, leave me alone. Danny in 12th, 30th, I think Danny might actually be on a lap, he is, he's got NW Noel just in front of him, who's just on an out lap. Both the FORL cars just left the pit lane. Concerned about that with Danny. I think he might have been validated because he's really backed up his lap. So save him. Maybe JJ now on tracks. We've got Tom Battlers here and Noel, both of which are going quite slowly actually on their laps. I mean, they're building up tyre temperatures. They're literally doing about 6 in the corners. Right, so we're going to keep an eye on these two then as they both start winding up the laps now. So Tom charging down to turn 1. When Sync Quanta is out, so who are not improving. JJ is out on a lap, beginning a lap, about to be on a lap now. What about Battlers and Noel? Well, can these men smack on? Away solution just in front of him, Battlers, but it won't. It's a bit too far away really to make any sort of effect. 16.7 in the first sector, not the fastest we've seen, but a very, very solid first sector is. Ooh, almost did what Quanta did there on that. Well, we saw it having a Quanta. He's dead. Battlers managed to keep it somewhat on the circuit. Now, what about Noel? Noel's invalidated. So we'll keep it on just Battlers then. Noel the battle jar bottles again. Wide there. Not wide, not really what he wanted. Cross time being 51.8. It's still solid. I think it's going to be maybe a late 8, late 7 possibly. Oh, late 7, sorry. Right, up to the line, then he's pretty. Takes diagonal line, takes a lot of the inside apex. Across the line, so 1 minute 8.4. It's 11th fastest. This is a solid lap. It's a solid first lap there for the FORL driver, but it's not, unfortunately, that high up on the order standings. Anybody else come up to the line? Sync Repulsion goes second fastest, just scrolling down. He goes second fastest. I'm actually going to use this now because it's probably a better thing to use, to be honest. ADT Kowalski is 1 with 769 in the first select. So what about BRL Perondi then? I think he seems to have got some fan support in the GP1 chat on the old Twitter. So he's bad with his laps. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to run him. What about Mr. Eke? Is he actually pushing? Nope, he's in 0 as well. Because nobody wants to do flying laps, or you're all invalidated. He's invalidated. Come on, guys. Jesus, give me some entertainment out here. There's Sackman on track. We've got Matty on the mediums? On the hard tyres, I am. Not so sure about this strategy, mate. Not gonna lie, mate. He's turned his engine up now, so we'll see what he can do on the hards. That's a very interesting strategy call. I've got absolutely no idea what the strategy is around here. It's probably a mediums hard, something like that. It's left hard. I don't know, to be honest. Well, we know it couldn't even be ready in the race. It is Brazil, so it's probably very, very likely. It's probably a cyclone, to be honest, in the race. Mate, he's just got so much understeer in his car. Oh, I tell you what, you know what's a good idea? I'm going to show you guys some tyres. There you go. And as you can see, the only Intriguing strategy by the FORL lads. So, Matty not only is on the medias, but also teammate Key Mirror, who's there. Mirror's probably got bad. That's actually getting good lap. What about Matty? What's he going to do with them? What's the FORL Matty going to do? Matty over at line. It's a 1 minute 9.9. I mean, it's 3 slower than his fastest time, but could we just be running down the clock maybe? I think Mirror's had a little issue on his lap. Well, it's just running down the clock. Guess it keeps me entertained for a little while. Will Mirror have another go while he points to the pits? Danny was 3 and salt, but I think it might have invalidated Danny. I was all over the curbs. Yeah, Danny's not even using DRS. So into the pits comes Danny. He will go again, I assume, right at the end of the session. BNG JJ is out. He's finally just left the pit lane, actually, so... Right, JJ downhill now through the beautiful, beautiful corner of, I can't remember what it's called. Through Young Chow. Pretty calm. This could be a good lap from JJ. I don't actually see what his sex time was, unfortunately, so we won't get to see what he does. It might be something decent, who knows. He's run out of ARS, so we're like it's been JJ. 1 minute 7.7. It's 7th fastest. That is not a bad lap for the man. Tell you what, it's a solid performance. We'll see what he can do later on in the session. A little bit of Eke is all I need. A little bit of Sync Tom is also all I need. They're both out on circuit, separated by just over 1/10 of a second. I'm tired of this. Is my job. Okay, 1 minute 16.6 in the first sector, 87 1,000th of a second up on his personal best. What does Mr. Thomas do? In fact, he's finishing a lap, actually, Tom. Getting a beautiful, beautiful switch from Sync Propulsion here. A 1 minute 7.303 does improve, but it's not really by very much. So he needs the slipstream there to get a better lap. That could be intriguing. I'm gonna like this because that's a good thing to do. Okay, goes deep. Has to use first gear about 7 times there. That's probably not what you want to do. If you want to, I don't know, preserve your gearbox. Downhill, 51.2. He's down by 95 thousandths of a second, so I don't think he'll be improving this lap unless he gets the absolute monster of all monster last sectors. Breathe. Right, Eke pulls into the pits, then he will not be taking it further. What about Mira Perondi? He's on a 16.5 in the first sector. I think might be the fastest we've seen all session. It probably isn't, but that's worth a guess. Downhill now. Very, very smooth. Very, very smooth by Mira Perondi. All over the curbs. He literally mounted that like a pair of dogs in the wild. There you go. That's what a minute. Think of something to say. I'm screwing up my words, and I think Perondi's made a mistake. I am tripping over everything right now. Not as you think I am. Quote down your... Nope, I can't see that. Alright. Gone to sleep. He's just absolutely cut that corner like he's... So, I'm stopping... I am doing a good job of stopping myself before I say something daft. I like this job. I'm not getting paid, though. Right, Sync Propulsion is up by 1/1000th of a second on a 16.4 in the first sector. I need to shut up and commentate. Right. Uphill, turn 5. It's a bit wide, but you can pick that up pretty easy. In fact, that was beautiful by Sync Propulsion. Currently, it's a Sync lockout on the front row. If this stays as it is, then, well, see you in a bit, everybody else. I'll wait till France. Somebody might win there. Ready to go by Repulsion, actually, in through them. This might even be fastest. Well, he's down by 1/10 of a second, actually. He did a 51.108. He's down by 1/10 of a second, so he should probably pit the end of this lap. I don't really see a point in him going now. Yep, he does pit, so he's just got enough time, I think, to get back out on circuit. But it might be touch and go for the lad. Perondi's got a fantastic engine glitch, but I don't think he's going to improve. I think he might be bolting around, possibly to go again. He is going again. Right, Piero Perondi then. He's going again. Brazilian lad, what can he do? Number 91. I've got a really itchy leg and it's driving me mad. That's good for the first chicane. That's a very, very good first chicane actually from Perondi. The engine glitch is slightly annoying, so I'm not doing. Sorry, I'll deal with it. It's a 16.5 in the first sector again. That's good. That is very, very clean for turn 4. Fifth gear. In 6th now. Down to 2nd. Some people take the corner in 1st, but it's each to their own. 2nd and 3rd, 4th, 5th. This is good. This has been good from Perondi. A bit offline through there, but overall, this has been really, really good. This could even be current pole position. It's another, I think he's done a 15. I think he might have done a 50 point something, but he's getting really loose, and the engine sound is absolutely fantastic from this car. He keeps it very, very low. Up top line, Piero Perondi. It's a 1 minute 7.495. It's only P4. That lap looked good enough for pole originally, but maybe it just all fell away from him towards the end. So, Repulsion, Tom, and Eke are all just about to start flying laps. ADT Kowalski is just about to finish where he's 2/10 up in the middle sector. So it is when he comes off the line. Matty retires. He's going to take no further in qualifying. He's lost 16th then. ADT Kowalski goes to the front row. Only 1/100th of a second behind Sink Tom. He's just on a flying. Of course, he actually got off at the first corner, so we definitely won't be doing another flying lap. We're going to switch then to the current poleman. Coming down to turn 4 now. Sink Tom is up by 54 thousandths of a second in the first sector. Going inside a really poor first sector. But a good effort overall from these drivers so far. The top 3 separate by just under 1/10 of a second, but it's been a very, very close session. I will be able to speak Sunday. All over the grass there, Tom. That might cost him possibly even a 10th. But this looks very, very good for a man who could very well challenge for the... I'd say he could very well challenge for the ILR title this year. So he's up by 2/10 of a second. We could even see a 1 minute 6 here from Sink Tom. Charging up the hill now. He's using hot lap down the straight. Why not? DRS wide open. All over the bottom line. Sink Tom with the helicopter cab. 1 minute 7.1. Was invalidated. Oh, dearie me. I look like an absolute fool now. Tom there was invalidated. What about Repulsion? He's going to come up to the line now. Sully has retired. He will start 10th at the best. Tom hasn't improved. Mirror will only stop 14th. XR Virgil goes to 11th. The top 10 is set. The Sink Propulsion pulls into the pit that he will not improve. BMG Nomad. He's going to come up to the line. He's in 0 ERS. He isn't going to improve. I think that is literally it for literally everybody. So then, that was an exciting qualifying session, wasn't it? Right, I assume I'm supposed to run with the grid now, so that's what I'm going to do. On pole position then will be Sink Motorsports, Sink Tom 4444. Alongside it with AT Kowalski in 3rd place, Sink Repulsion, Sink 13. Eke in 4th, 5th Piero Perondi, 6th will be BMG Nomad, 7th BMG JJ, good life from him, 1 minute 7.6. 8th Sink Nations, 9th BMG Colenso, 10th will be BMG Sully. BMG occupying all 4 of their cars inside of the top 10. XR Virgil Damk, I don't know how you say that, I think it's Dutch, probably. Thomas Battlers will start 12th, 13th Danny, 14th ERL Chimera, 15th Noel, 16th Matty, and 17th after having a minor accident with Sink Quanta. But I think the one thing to notice, both ERL drivers set their times on the medium tyres. I think they might be daft. But it's as dry as a bone out here today then for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Right. I don't know if they've got like a starting time procedure or anything like that, but you guys have seen the grid. This should be a very, very interesting race. We've got different, well, there could be a chance for different tyre compounds. Drivers might not really be attacking at the full potential maybe straight away. But, hey, we shall see. I assume we're getting ready to go then. Callum MG has joined. He's probably either late or an idiot. So he will unfortunately not take any part in this session. We've got five. We're just about to get going then. I believe on the formation lap. It's not a formation lap. I'm going to look like even more of an idiot than I already do. Please be a formation lap. Yes, there is indeed a formation lap then. So I get to have a look at everybody's beautiful, beautiful tyres. Which I will show you guys in a second. That's not how you find the tyres. That's how you find the tyres. So then, we have Sling Thomas in pole position, solid lap from here, made quality in second. Yeah, we don't care about some of these lads. Right, the odds. So, interestingly, Virgil Damp will start on the hard compound of tyres. Eero Kimera will start on the hard compound tyres. Eero Matthew will start on the hard compound tyres. And St. Quanta, minor accident in qualifying, he'll start 17th. So, I'm probably not allowed to do predictions, but I'm going to do them anyway. I'm going to say... I'm not going to do predictions because I'll get called biased, actually. My biased opinion, I want an Eero 1-2, but in actuality, I think it genuinely could be two sinks. It probably might even just end like it is, to be honest. But if I had to be 100% honest who I genuinely think is going to win, it probably is going to be Tom. Just because of the pace he showed in qualifying and how consistently he put those laps in, he could very well pretty much dominate this race. However, gap was only a couple of tenths. The rest of the grid is very, very close. So, please be a good race. And please rain as well. I like rain. Rain is very nice. It won't happen, but, you know, why not? Right. They're all about to form up now. All 17 of them. Oh, none of them got disqualified in the formation lap. That is like... So Tom Battlers and Virgil Damp were very, very close to each other. That's not something I wanted to see today. Right, we have a sink on pole and a sink on 17th on sink tyres. Get that reference, I'd love you. Right. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. And it's lights out. And away we go. For the FORL GP1 Brazilian Grand Prix. Tom gets a beautiful start from pole position. Kowalski maintains second place. Third. I think, oh, there's been contact. More contact. More contact. Oh, dear. Oh, my God. This has been beautifully crap. What the hell happened there, then? Not the start any of these drivers. Well, I think Tony Miller had wing damage. That's just not very nice. Well, that's not very useful for anybody. Top 3 is stayed the same. BJ Nomad is 4th. I'm gonna put on some beautiful type position change because it's gonna be needed. That is not the start that I think any of these drivers wanted. Tom maintains the lead. The Sync Nations are going really, very slowly at the back of the field. But, so Tom still leads. Kowalski in second. Repulsion third. Right up Kowalski's arse. JJ 4th. Nomad 5th. 6th from 11th on the grid is the Virgin Dunk. 7th Clenzo. 8th, falling 4 positions is Eke. That's not a good start from him. Let's see, actually, I think Clenzo and Virgil Damp might go inside the side here. In fact, oh. As the pits immediately goes Nomad and Eke. Both those two must have picked the wing damage from. They're with Perondi. I'd love to get Perondi's perspective on that, but unfortunately, I'm too busy racing. If I had somebody else in there, I might be able to do that. But no, nobody loves me. Clenzo makes the move now to P5, so that moves Matty. He's gone up to P9. And Kimera's up to 11th. Those guys both have pretty poor starts. The king of the drift and the king of... Well, I don't know what to call Matty. King of the brick? I don't know. It might have been Nokia brick. It's quite boring. Oh, Porsche gets very, very close to the back of Kowalski. But a very, very, very hectic start. Unfortunately, the retirement already of Birol Perondi. It didn't seem like it was through any fault of his own. I think he just got touched. But, yeah, that could be... It's a shame because that's somebody who could have seriously challenged for the victory today. But, hello. We can try. You can try again wherever we are next week. I think it's Mexico. Don't quote me on that. Already, Tom has a 1.3 second lead over Kowalski. A bit further back. Danny's a bit close too. Urgent Dank, 1 minute 10.7 from Tom. He's pretty much motoring away already. Darius is now, though, enabled to go on the beautiful, beautiful lap of 3s. Danny is close. In fact, the corners are going to... I wonder how many times we're going to see people murdering the first corner during this race. Probably a few. Sully, I think, is about to sabotage with Matty, I think. They are very, very close. DRS open for the BMG driver. Here he comes to the inside. Let's have a look what tyres he's on. He's on the... If I remember which one it goes. On the soft combat tyre. So realistically, should clear these guys pretty quickly. Yellow flag. From the first sector. Into clear the line. Nobody's had a little accident out there. Now we see hards, mediums, and softs seem to be what everybody's going with. So it's a shame for them to. It's a shame, but you know, push forward. Danny is getting very, very close to the back of Virgil Dump, and he should, if he gets a good enough drive up Young Chow, make the pass for P6. Goes to the inside line. Should be a nice, easy walk by. It is. Danny up into P6. After a good start. Virgil Dunk's work is coming done, but he will be very, very quick at the end of the race if the strategy is medium. If the strategy is softs to hards. If not, then well, you might still get a result. Glenzo's pretty close to the back of JJ, and same with Rapulsho and Clenzo. Sully has made his way past St. Quanta there for 8th place. That's good work from him. And Kimera has stopped and is now on the medium tyres. So I wonder what that was all about then. Is he doing mediums to mediums? Or did he just get wing damage? Either way, he's come out in 15th. Well, his strategy was still hards, medium, mediums. That's a bit daft. At that point, may as well have gone medium, odds, soft. I don't know what's going through Mira's head right now, but he's probably just thinking of going drifting, to be honest. Right, Clenzo and JJ, I was just about to say about this. Clenzo makes a pretty easy pass past JJ. A pretty easy pass as he clears his teammate BMG JJ. That makes a bit more English. I did do my GCSEs, I promise. Right, just rid of these guys. Repulsion as JJ has a look back, but nothing serious. Don't want to dive on your teammate. That's probably not the best idea you can do in a race. We'll move to the battle for second then. Seen ADD Kowalski. No, we won't because Sully and Contra are going back at it. Contra's got the move back past Sully. I am really struggling with English today. He's probably talking about nearly 7 miles per hour. Right. Now, Matty has passed Sully. I think Sully might have made a mistake because we know he's just lagging. Okay, Matty's going to his DRS result. Yeah, he's got a lot of lag here, Sully. Yeah, he's going to be missing. Yeah, right. Let's not look at Sully anymore because I think he's trying to break my Xbox with aliens. He's using some alien technology. It's going to be first in a second or something. Right. Repulsion. He's going to get close on DRS, but is it going to be enough to bring himself close to Kowalski? Not really. He's not really gaining. He's gaining maybe a... Whoa! It is there, but he's... For all the wrong reasons, he's gaining by nearly spearing the Italian. Falls back to P... Well, stays in P3, but now falls nearly a full second behind of what it could have been. And everybody seems to have chased themselves out a bit. Mirror is very close to the back of Noel here. Mirror goes low. Noel tries to fight it, but it's a pretty easy move for Hiro Kimura. And he will now move himself up into P14. Oh. And look at this, he's immediately on the back of Tom's battlers. This Mirror is pushing. That normally means there's going to be some sort of accident. Normally for Mirror. Danny's getting very close to the back of Colenso. I'll move back onto that if in a sec, but I will just quickly. Nothing though at the moment, so just using Darius to get close, but we're not going to do this. JJ, sorry. Might get past in a second. Move back to Tom's battlers, Nero Kimura. Tom will be happy he's getting TV time, but he put himself in tier 1 probably just for TV time. Mary's close, but I don't think he's going to get anything done now. Unless he's got one hell of a run though through the chicane. Mary looks to the outside. He's pulled off his DRS. I don't. Whoa, that was a. Yeah, I know it's taking the base of the line, but that was a bit of a serious chop by Battlers. That's not really allowed, mate. Well, it's allowed, but it was a bit aggressive. That's a lap 7 now, so I don't know when these guys are going to be stopping. But there comes Danny to the outside of JJ and moves himself up into P5. Has he got moved stick? Yes, he has. Round the outside. Beautiful move. So for the early retirement, then Biro Peronda. It's been a pretty good race. Everybody seems quite clean, apart from mostly the first lap, which was a bit of the old pinball, but you know, you can't have a league race without pinball in the 21st century. JJ's made his pull back past Danny during my. I was slightly confused. Give me a second moment. As Sync Nations, I believe, is the first one to pick up a penalty. As Mirror battlers have hit, and that is not good. Mirror has his tyres are on fire. Well, one ERL driver is in the points. The one I didn't expect to be in the points. The other one is. Well, he seems practically dead out there. He's got tyres as warm as Venus, probably. Will Danny get back past? JJ here has up to the inside. Having more look to the inside. He absolutely lunged it. It's Danny. Last time I learned a lot in SOL, this guy will lunge. He stays behind there for the time. 9B. 9B. Yes, it's like Skyrim. Danny's getting really, really nosy. Very, very, very close. Actually, the back of JJ. This could be very, very interesting battle here because it seems like Danny keeps getting moved on here. We pass a Noel. Nobody Noel is out. I'll see if I can find out what's up. Oh dear me, that's not good. There's Danny. Again, gets past JJ, but let's see how many corners he lasts this time. I'm calling 3. It's happened again. He's lost the back end, Danny, and JJ is back through. Jokingly, I said last 3. Well, actually, last 3 corners. Just like you in bed. Don't deny it. You can only go 3 quarters. You can only go 3 quarters, and so can you. These whole tyres seem to really have got some pace in them because Dominic is really, really good, actually. He's really keeping up the back with Danny and JJ. Let's see, can he get... He's to be squabbling a lot, though, to be fair. It's 8.5 seconds for the Cinquanto, who seems to have got himself past Matty at some point. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, they've been past for a while. Shut up, man, you idiot. Right. JJ goes to the inside. Danny. To the outside. What can... Oh, they're going to go 3 wide. Danny, look. Oh, JJ has to lunge it. Back for the Danny. Don't think he saw Dominic coming. And Exile Virgil Dominic has just made 2 places. to the outside. Is he seriously about to keep the position, JJ? No, exposed Dominic has made the move, and he's actually done it. So now then, Dominic is now fit. JJ and Danny have just been mugged by on a harder compound of tyres. Well, I didn't expect. And he's actually pulled away from DRS as well, so this could be. And Danny pits. Danny goes for the undercut. He's the earliest into the pit lane. And he has 5 seconds stop and go for spinning in the pit lane. Who the hell hasn't done that round here? Okay, he's pretty close to like a nomad here as well. I'm about to make an impression as my cat. Oi, cat, move. Shift, you fat thing. That's making an impression here on BMW Nomad. Eke is gaining. Remember, Eke qualified 4th on the grid. He had looked to have a really good race in his hands, and then, well, a minor accident happened, and he's down here at 11th. But he's through now on Nomad and up into P11. He's on the same tyres. There's Nomad. I think they're both actually pitting on the same lap as well. So, yeah, indeed, it's like both gone 10 laps on the tyres. Danny's gone to another set of softs, come up behind Sully. It's gone from being behind one BMG driver to be behind another one. Someone tells me we're gonna have a Bossman Gaming versus the ESOR soon, and it's gonna end. Well, like Bossman blaming us to live it, to be honest. Not very well, and with a few very, very nice Twitter messages. As right, so in comes Sync Tom and in comes Sync Propulsion. They both hit at the same time. JJ in as well, same with Cleanso. It's hard to cross the board. So Danny going on the softs tells me he's going for a 2-stop as he clears Sully now. Has he done enough to get in front of JJ? He goes wider, Danny. As Sully gets back past, and that, yeah, he's behind. Oh no, JJ is there. JJ is still behind despite the efforts of Sully, I assume anyway. Obviously it's conspiracy theories, but the Cleanso is in front. Danny's getting really held up here behind Sully. We're talking about the outside of turn 5. It's brave. It's stupid. Yeah. That's what ended. Danny span around, and that's unfortunate. I've said too much in SOR. In SOR League anyway. So Danny's facing backwards and about to retire probably. Ugh. That's still rather close to Eke. I think my cat's quite hungry. Hang on. Right, give me a second. I'm going to quickly feed my cat. My apologies about that, but my cat's come for your personal entertainment. Right. So Sync Propulsion has come up behind Iromati, but he is in front of Kowalski. So he is fairly close though. Matty might just be a sitting duck here. In fact, oh, here comes Propulsion. And oh, Kowalski gets very, very close. Matty gets absolutely done. Propulsion loses. Propulsion goes up into P4. Matty might just get done now as well by ADT Kowalski. If Matty's smart, he'll just keep... Matty's smart, he'll just let the position go, but... Matty leaves in the racing group. And Kowalski goes up, and Matty just runs up like maybe he was scared then, Matty. He's on 14 lap all tyres. Kowalski's on 1 lap all tyres. But he is now 9/10 behind Repulsion. And these guys are just a few seconds behind Miss Sync Tom. In fact, they are nearly 7 seconds. So, Tommy, let's have a little nosy at Tom. Here he is. Just so you can see what the Sync car looks like. We haven't seen very much of it today. But it's a very, very nice car. It's a very, very nice livery as well. It's probably, I think it's a paid one. That means it's not very nice. That means you gave money to this piece of crap. So no man's got back past the Sync Tom fast up the race. Danny here. I think anyway, yeah. Yeah, I think Danny was racing with JJ and Cleanser. I think Danny must have made a mistake here. It seems like he seems to be getting a minor problem with the BMG guys at the moment. And through goes. Danny passed. And Repulsion gets pretty easily past Sync Quanta. Now I wonder if Kowalski will feel this. Will have to deal with the same. I think I might as well actually keep up with this battle, to be honest, because I don't think anything goes really tapping down the field. As in Nolan Prondy's DRS, not really DNFs, we've not really had much else, to be honest. It's been quite a quiet race, to be fair. We've just had some good battles all across the field, really. Then at half distance, and we've already had our pit stops for the race. But, you never know. Never know what else we could see. Maybe somebody do a barrel off for entertainment. That'd be funny. Right. Kowalski in DRS of Sync Quanta. And just as I thought, Quanta goes defensive. It's not illegal. And Quanta's really trying to hold on here, but he does lose out. But if Kowalski gets, if we've got a better exit than Kowalski, he might be able to get the move done back here. I think he's giving up on this. He's not really using. Yeah, smartly. Quanta does not finish the overtake. Backs out of it. And Mirror has made his way past. Oh, about. I say he made his way past Tom Battlers. I think Tom Battlers might have made a mistake. Because looks like he's had a minor issue out there, so we'll leave him to his little crisis he just had. Continues to concentrate on the battle for third on the track, but actually second place. Here, Repulsion and Kowalski. Kowalski's just out of DRS at the moment. But you see back here from Repulsion. It's a good angle of the camera, I've noticed. We're looking like something that could be very, very close at the end, but at the moment, pretty docile. For the time being, anyway. As Danny gets a time penalty. And if I get the first sector, I think Eki might have a little problem. It probably is a problem. There you go. We're all human, we all make mistakes, but I think that's a lot of mistakes to one race. I think Tom is now nearly within DRS of Virgil Dunk, and Tom could be right on his way to absolutely obliterating this race. You know, I said the top three could very well end the same. I wasn't joking. This race could very well land the same. Kowalski is within DRS at the moment. He is pretty close now. In the back of Repulsion. So a little nosy these guys as warnings because they're probably getting pretty. So Portion's on 3, but no penalty. 2 for Kowalski. So these guys could be getting pretty close to a penalty soon. And Tom's probably got nothing knowing him. But I might switch over to Tom for a second. I think he's about to get past Virgil Dunk here for the race lead. So Virgil Dunk's had a pretty good race so far. Very, very strong, but I think it's about to get done. Tom to the inside. Tom to the inside. Tom to the race lead. Tom retakes the lead. And Kowalski is getting very, very nosy. Currently, it's a succinct 1-2. And there's Repulsion's penalty. But Kowalski to the outside, down at turn 4. You ain't really didn't get the move done down there unless you're on the inside. Or unless you've got balls bigger than mine. The Cleanser might be able to make a move. Not quite, he's a bit too far behind at the moment. Currently Cleanser sits, I believe, in net 4. JJ got 5th. I think Nomad might be in net 6th. But for all we know, Kowalski and Repulsion could have a minor accident, and that's the race thrown into absolute disarray. So, you know, lads, come on. Oh, that's a very, very interesting question, SOR League, on the old Twitch channel. I will read this question as soon as I think Kowalski is going to make the move now and take Repulsion down to turn 1. He's getting fairly close. Repulsion moved a couple of times there. But he holds on for the time being. He's pretty slow for the S section. And Kowalski has got to get himself to the inside. Repulsion goes all the way. He's not letting anything happen, but here comes Kowalski. I think this might be the game-changing move. He is. Kowalski's back up. No, he's at all. They make contact. I think. Congratulations, Cat. You're an idiot. Thing is, Cat just fell out of a window, so. And it's blocking the screen, so I can't see. Great news. Yeah, to answer your question, Mr. League, I am looking forward to SOR in 9 days. Please check that league out. Please like, share, and subscribe to that league, because they are a very, very good league. Another news, check out ERL. Anyway, bit of plugging done. Cleanser is still fairly close. Now the penalty is starting to flow in thick and fast now. Starting to flow pretty quickly now. Cleanser, 3/10 Grand Quanta, 2/10 Grand Quanta. In fact, Quanta should be pitting actually soon if I think about it. As Virgil Dump does come into the pits, he's gone on mediums to the end. We'll probably see soft mild drivers. Glenzo down the inside, pretty comfortable move. Moves himself up into P4. So where is Virgil Dump going to come out then? He's going to come out in front or behind Danny. He's going to come out pretty far in front of Danny actually. It's going to be a very, very good situation where he could actually finish 4th in this race if things go his way. But he's only really got JJ and Quanta to Cleanser, to overtake, but Cleanser's a good 8-9 seconds in front of him. I'm only going to read that comment because that is 4 subscribers. Right, Nations and BFG Sully. We've seen a lot of Sully actually today. Who is showing up on the soft combat tyres. Obviously, he's not. He's on the hards. He's an odd man. That knowledge people look like odd men. I'll probably kick my ass for saying like that. I'm a little puny twerp with a big gob. Is that what my girlfriend calls me? Right. Sully's within DRS as in come Quanta, Matty, and Danny. Quanta goes into the soft, Matty onto the mediums, and Danny, I don't know what tyres are going on. I think he's probably on the mediums. Right. Is the softs again? Mediums. But Danny Sully might be able to make a move down. Nation gets a bit loose. Nation's actually in the top 10. He had a appalling race far. Here's Quanta. In fact, Quanta might get a double. Oh, brilliant work. They must take Quanta to stop. BMG sort of getting the move done. Fit Nations holds the position. And look at the back of the beer, Matty. Matty is close. Matty is lunging. Ho, 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 ho. Matty, you got more balls than I have. I think Tom Bartlett has gone off again. Yeah, he's doing donuts. Tom, I want a compilation made, right, of Tom Bartlett's journey in FORL. Just so I can see how many times he's span and done donuts in the middle of a race. Because I'm assured it's probably in the thousands. Right, here comes Matty to the outside, back to Sirius. Good nice. No, Matty! That's not like it has to be fighty then. That probably wasn't a good idea. Jesus Christ, that was dangerous. I don't like what my cat's doing. It looks like a fucking meerkat. Echo, he's already only 12. He's just sad story for Echo. No, for anybody thinks I didn't swear. I was commenting on my cat looking like a meerkat. It isn't good because he's crashed off my Xbox, so I'm about to have crap. Oi! Fuzzball! Yeah, get off my Xbox. Right, here comes an XR Virgil Dunk. If he gets on the podium, I'm going to ask host as I take a game tag. The outside is pretty easy. He gives an old swipe there. And gets himself up into P5. 5.5 seconds. He will get a top 4 finish on a very, very solid amount of points. Quanta picks a penalty. It's pretty good. I can't actually see anything because my cat's in the starting way. I'm going to lose my temper with this cat. Move you! Ed, honestly. My apologies, I have a really daft cat. Like, those are intrigued. I'm going to take a photo of my cat after this race, and if he's still in the same place, I'll upload it to Twitter so you can see what he was doing. He's driving me mental. Right. Matty, up behind BMG Sully in Sync Nations. We're about to see a threesome live. Right. Sully to the inside on Nations. The guy moved up pretty comfortably there. What about Matty? Can you ever go soon as well? Bossman gave us Zero Esports versus Sync Motorsports. They should make a mistake and a pretty comfortable move there in the end then. Hero Matty and a position up into the 9th. Loose there, but controls it pretty well, Mr. Matty. Then he's fairly close back with Eke. Nations pits. He's going to go for the starts on the final few laps of the race. So he'll drop probably not quite to last, but near as may be. It's a shame, but he held his own for a bit of the race, but unfortunately, his race will end with probably not the race finishes. Not long left to go, folks. Matty is pretty close to the back of Sully. Quanta's the left. These guys are just going to stick Quanta in front of him. Quanta started 10th on the grid at the moment. He is pretty. I think, to be honest, he is my driver of the day. Getting 10 positions. I mean, the only other person really in contention for that is probably Tom. Just for the fact he's committed murder. He's literally murdered an F1 field. Let's think, Tom. Pretty good here. Right, Matty in the DRS on Sully. To the side. Matty is now in P8. It's been a great drive for the ERL driver. He's had a pretty calm race here for Matty, and I've had quite a stressful stream myself, to be honest. Might make a bit of a mistake, but he'll hold on for the time being. Soon he gets very close. He's not on the hard tyres, so you look up to the left side of your screen. This is pretty much the only battle out there other than Danny and Eke, but you know, they're not really nose to tail. These guys are. We'll sort of get back at Matty down to the pit straight. Nations Big penalty. So let's see. So yeah, the top three has stayed in the exact same places. Matty's got up by 8, Quanta up 10. Yeah, it's been a pretty quiet race. Sully picks the penalty. His quest behind Earl Matty. Pretty much his race has kind of died. It's just a bit quiet now. Really just gone into more tyre safe mode and just try to make sure they got everything in good condition, really. Oh, I'm on. Yeah. Tom may as well go to sleep out front, to be honest. He's got a 14-second lead. That's nearly the entire first sector. Oh, the man currently was second, AD Kowalski. Third place, Sync Propulsion. It was only a good battle with Kowalski, and Kowalski got back through and just buggered off. Fourth being G Cleanso. He's actually catching Propulsion. Could win by the end of the race. No, there's a good chance. There's a chance. It's very overcast here. Who knows? Maybe some rain. As May picks a penalty. So, surprised. Verdamp seems to be pushing a bit in, this guy. Will he catch Cleanser by the end of the race? Only time will tell. Maybe JJ's been a bit quiet. He currently sits in P6. He had a little battle with Daddy, which was a bit aggressive, but Danny's had a few aggressive battles this race. Quanta in 7th. He's being towed along by Tom Battlers at the moment. Sorry, he's towing along Tom Battlers. Matty in 8th from towing along by him this race. Sully in 9th. I don't think he's going to have a go here on Matty, but I think he's just too far behind at the moment. There you go. A bit of roll, but I think Matty will just stay ahead again, and thus he does. Okay, he's now with the DRS of Nomad here. Okay, 10 lap old mediums. Nomad on 7 lap old mediums. Final points paying position this one. And it's raining. It is raining. This is fun, isn't it? There's got many people in the F1 community. There is moisture falling from the sky. But can Eke make Nomad's eyes moist? They're not already, because I think he's about to make the move here on BMG Nomad for the final points paying positions. He's going to go all the way around the outside, is Eke. In these treacherous conditions, gets a bit all over the curb. Not enough grip out there probably now, already on the curbs. And Eke makes his way through and up into P10. Sorry, back up into P10. No, she's passing time, but speeding in the pit lane. He's retired, he's gone. The amount of anger he probably has is unpalatable. But it's very quiet now. Eke seems to be catching up to Sully and Matty's little scrap. So we'll see how this plans out. But I think probably is the best thing to watch, to be honest. But it's just raining a tiny bit now, and could it be about to get interesting? Propulsion has risk of time penalty. You have like in the first sector, that's just radiation's retirement. Gap's now 1.8 between Eke and Sully. Been very, very good. It's been a solid first race of the season, I think. It's not been Australia levels of bad, but it's not been Australian 2003 levels of good. Getting tense now. Nobody's really getting. Sorry, Eke is really getting all these guys now. 1.2 seconds. I don't think the rain. I think the rain will lie. I don't think it's doing absolutely nothing to the track surface. So, annoyingly, we'll not see any interest like that. As Mojo Dominic picks time penalties into the same second man Clenzo. So maybe Clenzo's got a penalty. Well, sorry now. He will steal it. Sully with a DRS, but so is now Mr. Eke. Eke might find it a bit difficult to overtake Sully, unless his pace different is as truly as it looks. Right, into turn 5. Only exciting thing currently going off is this little train. And Repulsion! Repulsion is disconnected from the lobby! Oh, dearie me then. That's a problem. I can't invite him back to the game. This is a bit of a problem. Sync Repulsion is disconnected. BMG Clenzo looks like he could get a penalty here. Penalty? Podium. Same thing. Might just enough to keep. Isn't this time round? Here comes Eke then. This is for P9. Soon he's proved a handful to overtake all race. And he's proving to be now. But Eke is. Yes, maybe, possibly. Could be. That's a good chance. He is now through. And up into P9. Can he continue this charge and get Matty as well? But as for Sync Repulsion, well, this is such a shame for the lad. He's been done by Clenzo. He's just about to get done. We're literally riding a ball with it now. By Virgil Dunk, and I'm sorry. That is genuinely such a massive shame. Now, will Eke get his STB friend? And here are Matty down the straight. I don't think he will now. I'm just going to keep double checking back to our race leader. Sync Tom is about to come to the line and win. But I need to double check this battle first. I think Mate's just going to hold on. But coming back to the leader now. Sync Tom, he has driven an absolutely fantastic race here. Pole, race win, not quite the fastest lap. But he wins in commanding fashion the first race of this season. ADT Kowalski will come home for a brilliant P2. Pretty quiet race for him as well, apart from his little battle with Repulsion. BMG Colenso will finish third. I think Eke's still in front of Matty. Virgil Dunk finishes P4 in the end. BMG JJ will finish P5. Very good result for him. 6th Repulsion, but that doesn't tell the full story, unfortunately, for him. 7th with Quanta. Where's it going to be? Between Matty and Eke. Eke in DRS. It's going to be a drag race. Matty just holds on against Eke. 14 hundredths of a second separated those two. And Eero Kimura, well, expectations were high. The result wasn't. There, finished. Watching his P13. So, that is your result for today. I'll move on to the interviews in literally a second after I very, very quickly run through the order. So, Sync Tom wins from ADC Kowalski. Bit awkward for him. Sync Quanta is 7th. Eero Matty at 8th. 9th, Eke. 10th, BMG Sorley. 11th was BMG Nomad. 12th, Danny with numbers. Eero Kimura in 13th. The lap down was Tom Battlers. And the 3 retirements, Sync Nations, NW and Biero Parondi. But, again, those results don't really tell you the full story. It's a shame for some of these lads, but unfortunately, luck happens to be like that sometimes. I'm 90% sure I'm supposed to do podiums interviews, so I'm going to get them out of the way now by inviting these 3 beautiful gentlemen. Shut up and dance with me. Yes. Yes, please. You can put it whenever you want. Just wait on Kowalski, if he even saw me, right, which I don't know if he did. We'll give it a couple of minutes while I wait for Kowalski. It's a very, very solid race from pretty much everybody out there. Just quickly, I'm going to do a drive at day whilst he's in the party. That being Mr. Thomas, just for being a stupidly dominating man. We'll get to you in a second. I'm not sure Kowalski's going to join. Ugh. He might do, he might not. We'll give him to the end of this minute. If not, then oh well, who cares? We got sat for the night outside. I think everybody's staying in the lobby. That's actually that's quite unnatural. Right, sorry, we're going live. Right then, Tom. A very, very commanding performance from you today. I shouldn't have really accepted anything else. From your perspective, how quiet was it?
It was quiet. I managed to get pole. I think I set 273s. 12 only 100th away. So, but yeah, I didn't think that would be good enough for pole. I expected I had another 3 or 4 tenths in the bank. I just couldn't set another lap. Pick it up. But yeah, in the race I kept the lead into turn 1. And I just continued to pull away, which I was surprised about. I thought there would be some names, especially Kowalski, who would be closer to me. But he didn't really have the pace over me at all. One thing I have to mention is Sync Repulsion, representing my team Sync. He did an exceptional job. I've never seen him be so quick. And it was so unfortunate that he disconnected. 3rd to last lap, so for me, drove the day. But thankfully he'll get the points for 90%. But
Yeah.
sadly, I'll have to settle with P6 rather than P3 or 4.
Yeah, that was definitely a shame for him because he clearly had the pace. He clearly showed that he could well have even
He did
caught
an
Kowalski and he
exceptional
obviously jumped
job.
him in the pit stop. It
Yeah,
was a fantastic job from him, but unfortunately, disconnect. It's like a league race engine failure. Unfortunately, it's just a bit crap, to be honest.
very crap.
Nomad. Kowalski unfortunately isn't joining us, so we'll gloss over him. Just say he had a fantastic. Well, just be honest. He had a fantastic race. He came in second place, about 50 seconds behind Tom, and yeah, just a overall good performance from him. We went on to the man who finished third. Arguably shouldn't be here, but hello, Clanso.
Hello.
I was having your perspective because you were fairly quiet as well, to be honest.
Well, my quali, I bottled it completely. I could have had an easy 1:07.4. I knew I was capable of doing it beforehand, but I tried to look forward to the race, even though my race pace hasn't been as solid as I would like it to have been. Even though today, around this track specifically, it was really nice. At the start, managed to avoid all the start chaos pretty much. I saw a bunch of people spin in front of me and everything like that. Managed to avoid that with no damage and just continue to push. I got past JJ, had the pace to keep going, and then pitted. Got held up a little bit, so I saw Sync Repulsion. At the time, he was about 6 seconds behind after being held up, so I thought I could really push on. I knew that he had penalties, and I knew that I didn't have any, so before he even disconnected, I knew I had him. He had 6 seconds, and I had 0. I was like 4 seconds behind him, so I knew I had P3 in the bag. But yeah, it was quite quiet to be honest, but cheers for everyone for turning out for this good race, and glad to get a podium on my debut for this league.
Yeah, thank you for turning up. Thank you for having a good race. Thank you for finishing P3. Thank you for keeping me entertained because everybody did. Special shout out to just the last couple of laps with Matty and I think it was Nomad. I'm not sure. Nomad, Sully. A lot of you guys were involved in battles and you all kept me entertained. I don't really think there's anything else other for me to say than thank you all for turning out. I'm not sure I'll be here in 2 weeks for the next race. I probably won't be because I've probably been WR. But you might have a different commentator, you might not. Who really cares, to be honest? Because I'm crap. Alright, thank you all for watching. Goodbye.